It's a beautiful, blessed day. Welcome. What's going on? The name is Lisa, and here I am in this space finally because it has taken me quite a long time to even work up what I would say is the courage to sit behind the camera like this. I have made the handles and set up what the administrative arms of all the social media platforms, knowing fully well that there is something that I want to say. There is positive perspectives that I want to put out there into these spaces to be able to build others up. But, a big but, because I've always, I guess, been stopped in my tracks when I consider coming behind the lens of a camera. I hate cameras. I hate taking pictures. I hate documenting anything in this fashion that's going to make me have to uh, show my face behind the camera. And I think many of us can identify with that. But you know what? I'm going to start off wet my feet in this space by talking about that, just going heads on into that. Today, I want to talk about overcoming what it has taken me to overcome the doubts, the fears, the questions that I demand answers off from myself, and maybe the limiting insecurities that face us, that have faced me certainly when I tried to do this something new. And if it wasn't for the fact that I, in my spirit, I've been really troubled about the fact that when you have something to say, when you have a contribution to make, then fear cannot be an excuse. And that's what I'm telling you. Anybody else who is watching, always watching other people do this, at least try, because you'll never know unless you try. And that's what I've told myself. But I do understand if there is something or a couple of things that's holding people back. And I want to just be transparent and hold the bull by the horns in telling my own story. I've hated pictures. Even though I love to look at others' pictures, I love to see others in pictures, especially when they're enjoying themselves. But I, for one, have always thought that, pictures are not for me. The video light is not for me. Cameras are certainly not for me because they paint me in a light that doesn't make me feel so good about myself. But here I am nonetheless, because those are mindsets that I want to overcome. This first video of myself that might, if you are watching this now, have gone public is all about overcoming. You see, the biggest thing that have held me back is the fact that I hate what I'm now going to love slowly, because my smile, or what I like to say, lack thereof. When I was a child, growing up, I used to suck my thumb. And because of that, it caused my teeth to grow a certain way. But then again, also, I find the shape of my lips to be a bit unique. I love them. But I have not learned, funny as it is, some things you can't take for granted. I really haven't learned to smile with teeth showing. Because as a child, I used to get teased a lot. The Jamaicans, Caribbean people will know when I say they used to call me mash mouth. You know what I'm talking about. When you tease people and call them mash mouth, it's because maybe they have no front teeth or something is going on there that makes you know, their smile a bit off. And I always thought I fit into that category because as young as I was, maybe under 10, I can remember going to primary school under 10, my aunts and uncles, and predominantly them because, you know, I was like the first child and grandchild, first child to a teenage mom. And so it was just me alone as a little child in the house. But the young adults and adults would sometimes join in to laugh. I guess I don't know. Um, I don't think they. I think they loved me. I know that they did and still do. And to this day, I know that they don't even know that their actions had any impact or if negative effect on me. As a matter of fact, I think from early on, then, you know, my that spiritual connection with the Lord had always protected me in a way that I pretended that it didn't matter. Deep down it did, but I pretended that it didn't matter. And, you know, I would fix my thoughts on other things that I appreciated about myself, that I loved about myself, that were positives. And so, you know, I just ran through life. It didn't stop me from doing other things, even in some of the job positions that I've held. I've had to do presentations and so on. And I've always concentrated on the content and the quality of the work and the material that I presented. And plus, you know, in the professional sphere, being overly smiley or whatnot, to me would be overrated. I mean, I'm a nice person, kind, caring, and that can come off in other ways other than smiling. I know a warm smile normally enhances all of that. But if I had to do that, I would smile without teeth, without showing teeth. That was okay. And so I have basically stayed away from cameras and stayed away from videos if it had anything to do with showing my face and smiling. But in this day and age and in this time when I think I have a contribution to make out there, putting out my personal positive perspectives that can help to build other people up, well, this is what I'm doing. And in order to do that, first I've got to get over this. So here I am. And here I am saying that if you out there want to do something similar, please don't let the way you look, certain features that you consider to be insufficient. Even that word makes me cringe now because that mindset is something that is not of God who created us wonderfully, beautifully made in his own image. And the fact is that if my aunts and uncles or anybody who used to call me that could ever have made a better smile to give me, then I think they would. And then that would be the end of that. So this goes to say that, you know, to people who are out there making fun of how other people look, whether it be through something that they think is not as cute and pretty as us, as is on other people's bodies, or if it is disability, physical disability, or something of that nature that you, the person doing the teasing, cannot control, and the person who God has made in that image just the way He thinks you should be. You can't control that either. Then I would say, think about that. If you can't do or better or enhance the person in any way that would change them into something that would be more suitable to society, then I think you should just stop, because God's work should not be criticized in that way. He knows why He made us in the way that He has, and He has put inside of us all the characteristics and talents and assets that we truly need to do what He has called us to do personally, notwithstanding how you appear, your features, the color of your skin, or anything that you cannot change on your own without interference. I mean, be it surgical or otherwise. We know the gambit of all the things that people are doing to themselves these days. But I don't want to stress that. I just want to stress that whatever it's gonna take for you to overcome what you think about yourself, so that you can get out there and shine as brilliantly as the Lord has created you to, then please, I pray that you think about these few words that I have shared and my own story, and today choose to overcome, to be the best version of yourself that God has meant for you to be. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have, thank you so much for spending the few minutes with me in this, what I would say, introductory video clip, digital representation of what I have to offer. Until next time, take very good care of yourself, shine and smile, be the best you that you were meant to be. Bye.